shut up. Okay, so a circle. You know what the definition of a circle is? I'm going to tell you. It is all points equidistant. That means equal distance. Equidistant. That's a fancy way of saying equal distance. Equidistant from the center. And that makes sense, right? That you have a circle and you have a dot right there. Like my board is like off a little bit. Sorry about that. You have a dot and every point on the circle is like 3 inches away. That's why it's a circle. It's like a dog on a leash. You hammer the leash in and the dog can walk in the circle. Right? So that is a circle, right? A radius, you know what a radius is. It's a little line segment from center to edge. And you know that, right? So I got my center. Again, my board is like not working perfect. Look, like how off I am. I don't know if I can get it. Ooh, that's kind of it. There it is. That's my little radius, right? We know what a diameter, oh, new word. I love this. And look, I have to stab my fruit today. A chord. What a chord is, it's a little piece of line, a segment that touches only on the inside of a circle. So if I take this thing and I put him like that, the chord is the stuff inside. It touches on both edges of the circle, and it only goes on the inside. I'm going to keep coming back.
Is that like Monica's legs?
It is like Monica's legs. That's exactly what it is. So on this one, a chord is a segment that touches, sorry, my writing's so bad, both sides. But it doesn't have to go through the middle. Sometimes it goes through the middle, and sometimes it doesn't, right? So, oh, sorry, this is so off. I hate when my board is off. Boom. Oh, that's a special chord. That's what's happening next. So some chords, look at this one. He's not going through the middle. He's way up here on the top, right? So he is not, he's just some random chunk of line, but a specialized chord, a very fancy chord, is the chord that goes through the middle. Goes through the middle. And you guys know stuff about him. And the most important part is he cuts our circle in half. So he cuts our circle into 180 and 180, right? He cuts that baby in half. And we know that, right? We've been using that a ton of my book. It's a diameter, cuts it in half, right? Now, nothing's new. Nothing's new. You guys, you knew this in 7th grade. Here comes some new stuff. Literally, oh, I am taping. I thought literally that I forgot to start it. Okay, new word, secant. Love this one. Secant is the whole chopstick that goes through the circle, but it also includes this part and this part. So tomorrow we're going to have some angles that start. Monica's not going to be sitting on the circle. She's going to be scooched way, way back. Her butt will not be on the circle. It'll be way back here. So this would be 2 secants making an angle, right? So that's why I'm just giving you this terminology. A secant is a line. I'm going to make it a little thinner so you can read it better. A line that intersects a circle. It goes through it. So it's not part of it, but in this case, it's more. It's not just a little piece, it's more. So we're going to have some outside. We're going to have some outside stuff. And my very favorite one is the one we're going to use today is tangent. And a tangent is a line that, oh, I love using this word, skims a circle. It brushes right up to it. Here's what it does. Like now I'm using my cutie. Not cutie, my cutie. Here's what he does. and he touches it, and that's it. Does he break through? No. Is he up here? No. It's like you were resting a little line right on your circle. It rests on the outside. So it touches in 1 point. And if my board wasn't off a little bit today, I would do better at this, but I feel like I'm bare. Oh, look. Oh my God, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Right there. Okay, that's not great, but it just barely scooches by. And you know where it touches? It touches right here at the point of tangency. That's the 1 point that's on the circle and at the line. Right there. They just touch each other. Boom, he just touches. Because today, we're going to be doing exactly what we did yesterday, but we're going to be using this. It's going to be making angles, watch this, with the chord and this line just brushing up against it. Monica is still sitting on the edge of the circle, but it's going to be like she's got a wall behind her, right? It's going to be kind of weird looking. Kid said to me, Miss T, this seems a lot like what we did yesterday. And my answer is, it is. It just looks different because Monica is she could be facing this way, or she could be facing this way, but her butt is still on the circle. So here's what we're talking about. Turn your paper over. So here is my girl Monica. Monica is an inscribed angle, meaning on the circle. That's what inscribed means. On the circle, it's the angle or it's the piece of circle in between her feet and kind of like her thigh. It's really creepy if you start thinking about it because it really goes into her crotch. But you know what? Don't go there. And here's the formula. The angle is always the arc divided by 2. And if you like it like that, that is awesome. If some of you like it like this, because I think this is more fun, divided by 2. Here's what we remember. The angle is the little guy. The arc is the bigger guy. So here's what we're looking at. We're looking at, we're looking at this. Here is sweet Monica. She can sit this way. No, she's got rubber bands, but kind of dreads. She could sit this way, or she could sit this way. It doesn't matter. She's either sitting here or she's sitting here. But what's important for you to know is her butt is on the circle. So what we know is this. Angle 1, this is the little arc that's in there. Okay, again, don't get too much about it going in her crotch. That AB, half. It's half. Angle 1 is arc AB divided by 2. And if Monica swung her legs around and instead sat this way, then it would be this big piece cut in half. So angle 2 is arc BCA cut in half, right? Again, it's cut in half. Again, someone yesterday today was like, isn't this the same? I'm like, yeah, it just looks different. And people freak out when things look different. So we're going to try like 3 or 4, and then I'm done. And we're done. And then it's what it says in the book. Yay for us. Short homework, like 8 problems homework. So here we go. Here's Monica. She's sitting. We're looking for this angle right here. Here's my girl Monica. She's sitting right here. I'm looking for that. Look, put a little question mark. And here is what is in between her weird legs right here. Here's a little foot. Here's another foot. Here's Monica upside down. Look, her hair's hanging down. Ah! Monica's not looking very happy like that. So if we know that arc is 308, how much is the little angle? We're just going to cut in half, right? So we're going to take the 308, divide it in 2. So we're going to say 308, cut in half, 154. Does that seem right? Nice. Okay. We're heading over to number 8. God knows why I didn't label these this way. So here's what we got. Now, Monica is sitting over here. I want to know this piece in here, but I don't have any numbers on this side. But I do know what's over here, 192, and I know that the whole circle is 360. So can you do me a favor? Can you tell me how much is right there in the red? If the whole thing is 360 and we've used up 192. Thank you, I appreciate you. 168, but that's not what I want. I want Monica's little piece. The angle is always smaller. So what do I do with that 168? You got it. 84. Light work. Told you. Light work, no reaction. Look at me. Look at Monica. I want to take. Oh my God, I'm so glad she's on video. Bye, Mon. Okay, number 9. Here's what. I know that Monica's sitting right here. So with your neighbors, can you please tell me how much is that big piece? If I know what's in her angle, remember the circle is bigger. So think of what you have to do to that 152 to get all that red stuff. Times it by 2. I think you're going to get 302, but I don't want that piece. No, I want this teeny tiny piece that's left over. So if I've used up 302, how much is left for that teeny tiny piece? 58. Oh, I'm so glad I'm keeping you awake. Okay. Now, it's just the arc. If it was the angle, I'd have to cut that 15 in half. There you go. I'm not going to do the last one because it's hard to see, but I am going to head to here. People have trouble with this one. Now again, 1, 2, and 3 definitely get you a C in this class, no problem. This is going to probably get you closer to a B because we start throwing some algebra in here. Is if I put it over here, right? I made it so here. If I was looking for this angle, right? That series what you'd have to do is figure out this. Right? I didn't think it was. So here's what I got to start with a little algebra problem. I got to make things equal to each other. But guess what? They don't equal each other. One of them is either too small, so we have to make it bigger, or one of them is too big, and we have to make it small. I don't care which you choose. Me, I am going to take that 140 and say, no, 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 no. I want it to equal this guy, so I need it to be smaller. I'm going to say that is 70, and then there's my algebra problem. 5x plus 10 equals 70. But I had other kids who said, oh, Miss T, could I just say this guy, if I times him by 2, make it 10x plus 20 equals 140. Does that work? And guess what? Same answer. Huh? Okay, here's what. Do you agree that the angle? The x is right here. So here's my note. Do you agree this is 140? So that has to be 7. So we're going to make this equal to 7. That's just enough. 5x plus 10 equals 7. That's it. Do the math. Then solve it. Get x by itself. Yeah. Now, what I was saying is, you can either make this guy smaller, cut in half, 70, or you could make this bigger. I am done. You may. Here's what I would like you to do. What time we have here pretty soon? Bye, friends.